Hey friends, so I'm going to show you how to wash your makeup brushes with stuff that you have at home. You don't need to buy anything extra, anything fancy. Some things may be optional that I mentioned, but let's get into it. So you'll need your makeup brushes. Yeah, they're getting a bath today. You'll need a gentle cleanser. I'm using Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo because if you don't have a cleanser, you can use a mild soap or baby shampoo and some oil. Now, you can use some type of like face oil, or if you have baby oil, you can just a little bit that you need. Now, this is just like a bonus. Like I said, you really don't need it. Your brushes still will come out clean. However, if you didn't know, you're about to find out. So if your makeup is oil-based, guess what? Oil removes oil, so you're gonna get the maximized cleansing of your brushes by using some oil. And now, I know. This is what I just had in my house, and I don't even think I have any facial oil left. So this will work, and olive oil is great for your skin. Growing up, oh my gosh, little extra bit that you're using while you're cooking. Of course, like you're not going to be marinating chicken and then be like, oh my gosh, olive oil and chicken juice, it's great. No, just the olive oil alone is the best. It's really, really good for your skin. And also another little fun fact, okay, this doesn't have to do with makeup brushes, but I can't contain myself, and I just want to tell you this. So if you're coloring your hair at home, right, and if you didn't put a protective block here for your hairline, and now you're like, oh my gosh, I have an event, I have school, I have work, I have things I have to do, don't fret, okay? This is what you're going to want to do. You're going to take some color. If you're doing your roots, that's why I'm going here. You're going to take some color from here, or maybe like from the back underneath, because we don't want any spots if our hair is light or whatever, or however we're coloring our hair. Let's just do it from the nape of the neck here. So if we take a lot of color, no one's going to see it. So you're going to want to take some color and then gentle circles, a circular motion. You want to just keep going and going and going, and you're going to start to see the color lift. So, and then you want to push it back to see your progress and see how much of the color is being removed, because color removes color. I just think that's awesome. So if you knew that, fantastic. If you didn't, now we're in the know. So, and another thing, getting back to our makeup brushes here, you may want to use it. You don't have to, but they sell those makeup cleansing pads. This I got years ago at the dollar store. I had no idea what it was for, and I was just like, I'll use it one day for something, because that was just so relaxing. I was like, love the texture, love the sound. Yeah, definitely use it for something. So I'm glad I held on to it, because this is really great for the makeup brushes to use, because the bristles on here really help to get into the bristles on the brush. So when you're doing that, it really, really gives them a good old scrub, and a gentle one at that too. Now, this last part, it's totally optional. I just like to be a little bit more organized when I'm cleaning my makeup brushes. Maybe use a glass or a container. And why you may want to use something like that is I like to separate the least dense brush from the most dense bristle of my brush. So these I wash separately from my eyeshadow brushes that are a little less dense. And I only like to do that because sometimes the color is, the pigment is so just pigmented that it just needs a little extra leaven. So I just let them soak, not in a lot of water. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. And the reason why we don't want to fully submerge our brushes in water, right, is because here is the base of the brush, right? This is the handle, and you have the base here. So within the base of the brush, you're going to have an adhesive. So if all that water gets soaked up inside, and usually like underneath here, like it's wood, right? So we don't want the porous, because wood is porous, right? We don't want that to just be totally soaked up and then like get mold and all yuckies. And then what happens to the adhesive is the integrity of it goes downhill. And then what happens over time is bristles start to come out. You'll be doing your makeup, and then now you have strands of bristles all over your face. Or even worse, the brush, the base part here of the brush comes completely off. And then that's just a sad day. Want to maybe get the water amount just to here on the bristles, honestly, because then you'll be washing them, and we don't want to get to, it's going to happen. You're going to get water in here, but the point is not to have it fully submerged, and just be mindful of the placement of the amount of water that you're using too. Oh, pause. Another thing I want to mention about this here, optional, right? You can use the palm of your hand. It'll do, it will suffice. It will do the job as needed to be. If you want to get crafty though, if you have a hot glue gun and maybe a plastic plate, just be careful it doesn't melt. Maybe use a different type of surface, but just, this is the idea I have. So get your glue gun, a surface, right? And you just start making your circles and swirls and grooves and waves, and it'll serve the same purpose that this does. But now you've saved money because you've upcycled something in your home to make a makeup wash pad. So just a little something to think about. Oh, and another thing I want to mention too is, so we talked about the oil, right? How oil removes oil, right? Now, if you want to go out and get a cleanser, you're more than welcome to do so. I just want to suggest that if you do use an oil-based makeup, like if your foundation is oil-based, they do make oil-based cleansers that you can use to clean your brush. So now, the last thing you'll need, I know, you're like, stop talking. When are we going to see everything? I'm sorry. I just like to talk. But the last thing you're going to want is a towel. Now, to me, that's not optional. I like to have my brushes laid out on a towel to dry, only so it's not sitting on the counter, because we want to be safe. So let's just do that so we don't ruin anything on the counter or yada, yada, yada. Okay. So if you want to get real fancy with it, this is what I'm going to suggest you, because I didn't know this. And then I was just like, I need to share this information with the world. So get 3 towels, roll them up, roll 2 of them up real tight, cylinder shape, one on the left, one on the right. The third towel is going to lay over both of them. In the middle, you're going to want to leave a bit of a divot, just a little bit of space there. And so what you're going to do after you've washed your brushes, and now mind you, you may have to repeat the process. However, when we're drying our brushes, we're going to want them to dry like this. So when they dry, the water is going to, just gravity is going to put in some work for us, because we just washed our makeup brushes. Now it's time for gravity to help us, please. So just a little fun thing that you can do. And so, yeah, let me show you what I've been yapping.